So in this update, quite a lot of things that people don't know about were actually added, and most of these things were not put in the changelogs whatsoever. So today I'm going to be going through some of those things, as I think it's pretty interesting, as they do this stuff every update almost. But before we do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as we are on the road to 17.8k subscribers. It would be greatly appreciated. And for those guys who want to join my Discord server to stay up to date with all my future content and all of Greenville's update information, that is in the description below for those guys who would like to. But anyways, let's get straight into it. So starting off here is one that I actually showed off in my last video, but since it is a sort of, I guess, secret that's not in the changelogs, I'm going to show it here again anyways. And this is actually right next to where Hunties is, and is where the Sahara building used to be, and as you guys can see, it is completely empty, and that is because it has now been transformed into a construction site, where at the front there is a sign saying this location is coming soon. So they made it pretty obvious to everyone that this is probably going to be a new location coming in the new update, which will most likely have an interior this time, and most likely an interactive job alongside it, hopefully. We don't know if this is coming next update, or the update after, or the update after that, but we do know that it is going to come eventually. But as they did go through the entire effort of creating a construction site, I doubt it will take that long, and I'm actually very excited to see what they do with it. Next up, we actually have a small update to Ron River's dealership. So if you actually walk through the front door here, you guys can see it doesn't actually look different, and that's because it's not. But if I just turn my camera around here, you guys can see a little figure right here, or a little mannequin, I guess I should say, that's actually wearing Ron River's Auto Group merch. Now, I've already purchased this myself, as I am a pretty big fan of Ron's Auto Group. But yeah, this is actually a new shirt here that you can purchase. I'm not sure why it's not at the Greenville merch store, but I guess it makes sense to be here. Either way, pretty cool stuff, as Ron Rivers was added in one of the recent updates. So it's definitely nice to have some merchandise for it. And the next one is probably one that I can actually show you guys while I'm here, and that's actually that there are new textures all across the map now. So for example, the wall texture for Ron's does look completely different now. As you guys can see, it actually looks like it's 3D, even though it's literally not. So for example, with the material that this building is, it actually shines in between the little crevices, even though it is actually literally just a 2D texture, and it's honestly so weird looking. It's like an optical illusion kind of, and it actually looks so nice. Now, not all of the textures have been changed obviously, but most of them have been. Even the road textures in some places have been updated, and a very big one, which was in the changelogs, but it's sort of in regards to this, is actually the new premium paint options, which make your car look so much better, I can't even lie, and it gives so much more customizability as well. The next one here is actually right next to the farm area, and yeah, there's actually a broken stop sign right here. So as you guys can see, it looks like it's snapped in two pieces, and yeah, there's no more stop sign here. I don't actually even know if there was a stop sign here prior to this being knocked over. This could have easily just been put here for effect. To be fair, I don't know why they would do this to an actual stop sign, because that could cause a few people to get into unexpected crashes. So it was honestly probably just placed there for the update, but it's still cool regardless, and Greenville definitely needs more stuff like that. So if I just drive down the road a little bit here as well, I'll actually get to this farmhouse right here. You know, this is a pretty cool farmhouse. From my memory, it was only added in one of the recent updates. Anyways, apparently there actually never used to be a bit of the road here where you could turn on. Apparently this is completely new, where you can actually do a little turn here and then turn into the farmhouse here. And this is actually extremely good, because you know, in the past you would have to drive all the way up here, and then you could only turn all the way back here, and it was honestly just kind of dumb, because it made getting to the farmhouse so much more annoying. But yeah, so apparently that has been updated. It's a pretty cool one, to be honest, and it wasn't in the changelogs. So, and this is easily my favorite house in the game as well, so I mean, it benefits me in a lot of good ways. Now the next one is a very small one, but a very cool one in my opinion, because if we actually go into a house here and turn on the TV, you guys will see that there's actually new channels now, or new news segments. So for example, this one says, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" which obviously is a completely new one, and this is actually quite cool, because they literally put chickens on the road for this one. Also another one here called "Local Farmer Gets Gifted New Truck." This is also a new one, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've seen this one before, and the reason why this is so cool is because that we had the same news segment for ages. I'm talking maybe 2 to 3 years that we had the same ones for. So the fact that they finally updated them so randomly as well is pretty cool in my opinion. I honestly think it would be a good idea for them to update news channels every single update, or at least most updates. What's this one here? Mayor gets pulled over. This is quite an interesting one. Anyway, so you guys get the idea. But yeah, they definitely need to do this stuff almost every update, just you know, update that GV lore, because you know, unironically, it actually does make the game feel a bit more lively as well, because then you know, the game actually has up-to-date current events, kind of. I don't know, it's just a fun little thing in my opinion, and it's not too hard for them to do either. So the next one here is at the new remodeled motel building, and nothing seems weird at first, but if we actually walk behind the building right here, then you guys will see there is a secret shed, and it says Purin's shed, no entering. I don't know who that is, I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, it's a shed, and it's in a weird spot, I can't lie. I don't know if they're gonna keep this here forever, just because it kind of does ruin the aesthetic of the building a bit, but I mean, at the same time, it is a little cool secret. I feel like it would have been cooler if it was in a different location though, I can't lie, but either way, it's still very interesting. And if we actually go on free cam here, we can actually go inside, and as you guys can see, there is nothing here, unfortunately. I'm sorry to break the secret to you guys, there's nothing in the shed apart from a wall here that kind of separates it for some reason. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know the meaning behind this, unfortunately. For those guys who might, let me know in the comments below, because I'd like to know. Alright, so for my next one here, I've made made my way to the Just Buy building, which for those of you guys who don't know was remodeled in the new update. Anyways, once you enter the building, if you actually chuck a right over here and then go over to the car electronics section, you guys will notice a few boxes down here. But if we actually go on free cam and look at this specific box right here, you guys will see a picture of a dog. I genuinely don't know who found this because this is like such a small Easter egg. Like, you have to have such a good eye to see this. But yeah, it is there. Greenville does tend to add like little Easter eggs like that in their buildings, like just little stickers and stuff, just in random spots. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one in this building that no one has found yet. But yeah, it's some pretty cool stuff right there. Now, this one isn't really in game, but if we actually click on Greenville right here, then you guys will see there is actually new game icons. And the reason why this is significant is because that Greenville didn't really change the icons much until now. Like this one, for example, from my memory at least, is literally from like when the revamp came out. And this one is also probably from like a good 2 years ago or so. And I don't know about you guys, but like whoever they hired to make this actually looks pretty good, I can't lie. And this one's pretty basic, but it's still nice regardless. I just really hope that in the future they update the actual game icon itself instead of just the game pages. Because in my opinion, the game icon could have a bit of work because it does kind of look a bit plain in my opinion. But I mean, let me know what you guys think about that. The next one is over at the Indian restaurant, and this one's quite interesting because this building was added a while ago now. But yeah, as you guys can see, there are a couple developers up here, which is pretty cool. This isn't the first time they've actually added stuff like this as well. Because if we actually go to the tunnel over here and then go into free cam, you guys will see that there's like some stuff under here, like some little props and whatnot. We also have a prop of Hunter as well. So yeah, it's not the first time they've added stuff like that. Next one is a bit of a sad one for some of you guys probably. But if we actually search up Normouth right here, then you guys will see that there's actually only one more Rivian in the game, which is the Sahara delivery one. And this is because the 2023 Rivian R1T was actually put off sale, unfortunately, for whatever reason. And for those guys who don't know, this is the semi-truck looking electric truck thingy. I was never really like a huge fan of Rivian, but it's still sad to see it go, especially since I don't even really know why it was removed. Some people might say it's because of copyright, but then that doesn't really explain why the other Rivian is still in the game. So it is honestly just a weird situation, and I hope it is just like a bug or something and they add it back. But let me know what you guys think about it. Now, the sixth one's actually a very cool one in my opinion, because it is actually a feature on the new BMWs that were added. Now, I'm not really aware if this is on all the trims, but for me personally, I have the BKM W70, and the way how this works is that if you press G on your keyboard, it will actually activate lights at the top of your vehicle, and they actually transition between like multiple different colors, which is super cool. So if I keep pressing G, as you guys can see, every single time I press it, it changes it to a different color, and this is actually super cool, especially for nighttime. For example, at night here, as you guys can see, it actually looks so cool, and I really love when they add like small details like this to vehicles in the game. Another car secret one here is on the new Oldsmobile, and this is only on the beta trim, which obviously does look extremely messed up. I mean, it literally has a missing tail light, so yeah, you guys can probably tell how bad this thing is. However, if we actually go to the back of the vehicle right here, it actually says a cat. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's also on the side as well where it says the same thing. I'm guessing this is in reference to the GV developer cat, but that's really the only sort of link that I can find to this. Either way though, still pretty cool. Either way, I'm definitely happy to see this in the game, because from my memory at least, it's like been a while since we've had a beta car, and obviously all the original ones did get deleted, unfortunately. And I will say this does look very good for a beta car, like detail wise. So, and the last one here is also a car related one, so we have quite a few of these, but this is the last one now, and this is at least on the hybrid trim of the new Toyota Camry from my knowledge. Going into free cam here, you guys can see with the new logo, it does seem that there is a leaf on top of it, same as on the side as well, which I'm pretty sure is just a small little detail for the hybrid slash electric Toyota trims. Obviously in this update, Toyota was renamed to Vision, and yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. It's some nice attention to detail. We'll probably see this more in the future as well as more Toyotas are added. But yeah, anyway, so guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as we are on the road to 17.8k subscribers, so it would be greatly appreciated. And for those guys who want to join my Discord server, make sure to do that in the description below in order to stay up to date with all my future videos and all of Greenville's update information. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about these ones in the comments below, and anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.